You're going to go in Provoxy, edit, main configuration, and then you're going to do Control F and type in listen-address, and it's going to come up with a listen address. You're going to scroll all the way down until there are no text parts that have a pound sign before it. You're going to find the thing that says listen address, and it's going to say 127.0.0.1 : probably a port number 8118. That is your localhost, which is pretty much when your computer routes stuff through the internet back to itself before it hits the internet, though. So you're going to take out that. Then you're going to add in your IP address that you got from step number 1. Now, for the port, you're going to put in a port higher than the one it had on 127.0.0.1 : 8118. So you're probably going to be using 8119 as your port. You're going to save the configuration file. Very important that you save, and then you're going to restart your computer. After we've done that, we're going to go and set up our proxy settings in Firefox. So you hit Tools, Options, Connection, and Connection Settings. We're going to select the manual proxy configuration. Now the HTTP proxy is the same IP address that you used in step 3, and you're going to use the same port. So instead of having the 127.0.0.1, for mine I had 192.168.0.11, and the port was 8119. Yours is going to be different because you don't have the same IP address as me, but your port is probably going to be the same as mine, the 8119. Click OK, make sure all that stuff is saved, and restart Firefox. After we've done that, we're going to download Azurus, and you can get Azurus from azurus.sourceforge.net. What is Azurus? If you don't know, I'm assuming most of you know, but if you don't know, it's a BitTorrent tracker, pretty much. You download torrents with it, and it runs on the BitTorrent script and all that sort of stuff. Can't really get technical about it because I don't really know. You know, though. All we have to know is that you download torrents from it. After we've downloaded Azurus, what we're going to do is we're going to set up the proxy in Azurus. How do we do this? We go to Tools, Options, Connection, Proxy Options, and Tracker Communications. It's important that you use only Tracker Communications. Well, why do we only use Tracker Communications? Tracker Communications, if you want to think about it as an analogy, is it's an inventory person. And they keep an inventory of who has what files, where the files are going to, and how much each person has of each file. It's important that you use Tor on that sort of stuff, because when the government catches people using this sort of stuff on illegal torrents, their IP address is on the tracker when you pull it up. So make sure that you use only the tracker thing, because that's the thing that keeps log of the IP address. Because you're using Tor and all that proxy stuff, your real IP address is not going to be on there. It's going to be a fake IP using the Tor proxy. Just remember that, if you're not setting all this stuff up correctly, you do run the risk of, being caught. Whether the likelihood of you being caught, it's not really likely. It still is a good possibility, though. What you need to do, though, after you've gotten to the tracker communications, you check both the boxes. Use the same IP import as in steps 3 and 4. Make sure you use the same sort of stuff, not localhost or anything like that. Save this. Important that you save it, and then restart Azurus. Now that you've restarted Azurus and all this sort of stuff is running right, what you can do is you can go to a torrent place that has legal torrents and download your favorite torrent file, whether it be your favorite Linux build or an IPTV show episode. We don't condone the use of legal torrents or anything like that. Also, just to tell you from Tor's opinion, the people who wrote it, they did not want people using this to begin with. They have it on their stuff, they have all these sorts of disclaimers, because when you put the stuff through Tor, you're putting all of this broadband data through it, and it was not built to have all of this data go through it. Tor and the people who wrote it, it says, it's not meant for this. If it continues to be used like this, then it's probably going to be, shut down. Whether the likelihood of that is going to happen or not, I don't really know, but I'm just telling you what Tor says. Also, if you have any questions on this, my email is, jared@techcentric.org. I'm on the IRC room, techcentric. My AIM screen name is techcentric Jared, all that sort of stuff. We'll have show notes up on this as well. But most importantly, remember, winners don't use wares. Hope you enjoy this. Hope you find it educational. Stay safe. Stay anonymous.
Okay.
Alright, so Jared, with this segment, you're not suggesting people do wares now, are you?
Oh, Tabby, you should know, winners don't do wares. After, 9/11 and all that sort of stuff, NSA got into tapping the citizens' stuff, internet, phone, all that sort of stuff. So a legitimate use and legal use of it would be to stay anonymous on the web from your government.
Let's see what we got coming up next.
Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me in my cowboy-themed family room again. I have another 2 sites for you today. The first one being packtrack.com. That's www.packtrack.com. And basically what it is you can insert any tracking number, reference number for USPS, UPS, DHL, FedEx, or any one of their other 60 carriers they deal with. And you can track your packages. You can make a sign-in name, you can log in, track all of your packages down in your account. It's really easy to use. I definitely recommend checking it out. Second site I have for you today is called bancomicsans.com. And basically what it is, it's this group of people that really hate the font Comic Sans. And originally it was developed by Microsoft in 1995 to be used in comic books, online comics, that sort of thing. And a lot of people really hate the font, and I do too. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I really hate the font. There's an online petition to ban the font. Microsoft has actually been considering getting rid of the font completely. That was on Dig, I believe. And what they have on this website are alternative fonts to be used in comic books, online comics, anything of that sort. And if you're really into the cause, you can get merchandise, there's shirts, hoodies, anything like that. You can get straight from the site. So I definitely recommend checking out. If you hate the font too, you can join the cause. So check it out. So this has been Surfing with Steve for episode 3. Hope to see you guys next episode. And hopefully we'll be finding some new websites for you guys, interesting websites. If you have any suggestions for websites, I'd be glad to review them, look them up, see how they, do them on the show. So you can email me at steve@techcentric.org. You can also call the hotline. The number will be at the bottom. And check out our website for the show notes if you have any questions of the sites, or if you forgot the URLs or that sort of thing. Okay, so see you guys later.
So Steve, what do you think it is with this infatuation? Everybody loves Comic Sans. What is this?
I really don't know. It's very annoying. I mean, even a university's website is
obnoxious.
done. It's done in Comic Sans.
It's unacceptable.
Infuriating.
Moving along, let's see what's up next.
Alright, I'm Nick, and I'm here today to explain to you guys the basics of data recovery and how it works. You got 2 different types of data recovery first off. You got physical and you got logical. Physical refers to you actually taking the data off of one drive, probably one that doesn't work, and moving it to another one. That way you have it, it's safe, and it's good. Logical, which we're going to be focusing on today, refers to taking the data, like you just threw it out, it's on the same drive, but you want to get it back. We're going to be focusing on logical, so I'm going to explain to you a little bit of how that works.
When you delete a file from most kinds of storage, be it a hard drive or some type of flash memory, the only thing that is actually removed is the file system reference where the file is stored. This occurs in the file allocation table, or FAT. The actual contents of the file remain on the drive until the operating system notices that the space is empty and overwrites it. This determination is made by when there is no reference in the file table for a specific set of sectors or area on the drive. This laziness, as to not actually deleting the contents, if you will, is what makes recovery possible.
Okay, so hopefully you get the concept by now. You can apply this to anything, your portable media, your hard drives, you got the idea. There are a few different ways to get your data back.